Okay, this is the PFAFF Model 15, and also, as you can see by its badge mark, it's also known as the PFAFF Gritzner. The significance of the Gritzner name is that Max Gritzner was actually a founder of the Gritzner sewing machine company, which was a predecessor to PFAFF. So he really paved the way for establishing what was excellence in sewing. And at a latter time, PFAFF eventually acquired the Gritzner company. And so the two names were tied together once again. This particular model is extremely rare. And at a glance, you might not guess that it's actually 101 years old. This machine was born back in 1910 and is everything about heavy duty, with a motor the same size as the PFAFF 130 or the PFAFF 130-6. It's a 1.3 amp motor, which with a slightly more compact frame than the PFAFF 130s, this PFAFF 15 is just a powerhouse when it comes to heavy duty sewing. And yet at the same time, it's also able to do the most delicate of sewing as well. But let's start on the bottom of this machine. I'll kind of walk you through it and just show you how amazing the machine is and how easy it is to operate. Down here, as you can see, we have a track that, coming away from the auxiliary spool pin on top, you simply follow this track through and then come up to where you would attach the bobbin, and then with simply sliding this to the side and depressing this, you're going to be able to lock that onto the hand wheel so you can wind the bobbin. And once you're done, as that bobbin fills, it simply releases again. If we drop down a little bit, I want to show you this stitch length control, which is extremely easy to use. It also has a nice feature of being able to turn this to lock it into place once you set it where you want it. And then all the way to the top, you can sew in reverse. But it also gives you a huge variety as far as stitch length. Anything from 6 stitches per inch all the way down to 30 stitches per inch. And again, by simply moving it to the top, you can quickly sew in reverse, and then moving it back, you can resume sewing forward again. Let's go to the top of the machine. You'll see that auxiliary spool pin I was talking about that can be used for winding that bobbin again. And if you follow me just slightly to the left, you'll see that we've got our other spool pin up here. And this machine couldn't be any easier to thread. You simply come away from the spool pin through this simple little track here, down to the tension wheel, up to the arm, and then all the way down to the presser foot. And the presser foot does have a huge amount of clearance already underneath it, and in addition to that, it has a built-in hyperextension as well if you need a little bit more clearance for some heavy grade materials, or maybe that extra layer of quilting that you're trying to fit underneath the presser foot. This is an extremely rare machine, and again, could not be any more pristine for a machine that is 101 years old. And it will impress you even more when you check out the later videos that highlight the heavy duty side of this amazing PFAFF Model 15.